the breadth of technological innovation being displayed in the exhibition halls was truly remarkable, and you may be able to get in there today. If you can, do. In the meantime, though, we do have a clip that exemplifies just the sort of thing that goes on in the halls.
We are back at the Avalon Australian International. There we go. Up and over. Inverted. And just while they're doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about Will. Will had his debut race in Repco supercars. He was at Sandown in 2018. He is currently leading the Repco fifth round. And he had several top 10 finishes, and he won the Melbourne Super Sprint, which was held with the F1 GP just a couple of weeks.
The nose wherever they want at almost any speed. Woody Langers in the FA18F Super Hornet coming in from the right. So watch how the Rhino seems to skid to a halt, the technique we can use to flush out an adversary to gain the offensive. Not that the Rhino would ever be defensive to begin with. As our weapons systems officer. And of course, he has an exceptional career as training.
When they move to another lighter aircraft and they've learned all those basic skills, then the tandem forward and back arrangement, if you're sitting in the back of the PC-9 or the 21, all you can see is the helmet movement at the top of the ejection seat, but you're talking a lot back and forward in the cockpit, so that's where the communication is vital.
And speaking of tandem, that's the Super Hornet going past, so give them a wave. Up to their great display.
As we give them a wave, we will wrap up and go to a bit of an ad break, and we will be back shortly. Thank you so much, Neil Whitehead and David Chaplin, for your expert commentary on the...
You can look in all directions and be able to see what's happening, and actually that is the whole thing. You can see here, you can looking at when the gets to the vertical, so that then she can then...
Try and spray smoke all over his windscreen so he doesn't know where he's going.
Guys, it is one of the great spectacles of the air show. Thanks so much for giving us some of your time. Thank you, Uncle Beach. We've met a meal squadron leader, Neil Whitehead, is in. You'll be a group captain by the time we finish.
The flying instructor, Lieutenant Michael Ski. Welcome. Thank you for having me. Now, you have been flying this aircraft for quite a long time, and you were very fortunate enough
Yeah, I was lucky enough, so it's been nearly 10 years since I've been flying the Hawk, and did my conversion for a year in America, down in Florida. So it was a nice little treat to do that, and then sitting in the water, we just 405 on the side, and all we can go responsibility, really on my mission, Yeah, so essentially you can certain variants of that's our primary duty when we go international operation, but on the home front too, for national emergencies, we get roped in all the time too. So over the last few years, unfortunately, there's been lots of fires and floods and stuff like that. We've helped out where we can.
together, and then in the back we have our sensor operator who doubles up as our air cleaning rescue swimmer. So yeah, all team environment, and then on top of that, we generally don't like to hang out.
Set up, and here we are again. We're just watching now, and it's about the communication between the two. That Chevy, I can tell you, has the stickiest throttle this side of the black stump, and to get it right, is he going to bring it in? It looks like Avalon.
Oh, look at that.
He's got the two wheels on, but he's got to hold it back. He doesn't want to go up and over the front, right?
That's right. There's a little divot there where those wheels drop in, and you'll see Paul will gently now. I think the crowd, if you're out there, make some noise. Put your hands together. We're bringing barnstorming back on the 25th anniversary here at the Australian Air Show. So Paul will gently
and he's lowered the tail wheel?
Nearly there. And it's a slow process.
What a great photo opportunity too, guys. You don't often...
18F Super Hornet of One Squadron. And while we get underway here with the Australian Defence Force Showcase today, we also have to say happy birthday to the Commanding Officer of One Squadron, who's celebrating a birthday today, Wing Commander Trent Baldry. So he's celebrating a birthday. Got to get that in early before I get in trouble for doing that.
This would make an iconic photo. First generation, fifth generation.
I don't think there was a generation before.
On the right.
Now that is absolutely spectacular.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a nice camera shot here from the front with your mixed formation.
Get back to me.
It's capable of...
That's by the P8 side and on high as it departs there to your right. And of course they're countermeasures for heat-seeking missiles. Yeah, absolutely. We got all that. We would not just the FA-18F Super Hornet, we've got the EA-18 G Growler as well, so number 1 and 6 squad. We've got 82 Wing Combat Support Group. The headquarters is there as well. It's a massive base, and there are thousands of people who go out to RAF Assembly every day to keep that operational, and just it is our biggest base in Australia. And I tell you what, working there is an absolute privilege.
So on your right, you'll see the KC-30 coming through in a simulated fuel dispense with two F-35s and a Super Hornet.
Now, the Super Hornet is not actually capable of refueling from the boom, so it's almost a C-17 Glowbuster.
So this aircraft is quite capable of landing on an unprepared strip, so it can land on grass. And what it's doing now is going to showcase how they would deliver some of our security forces personnel. First up from number 1 Security Forces Squadron based at RAF Base Williamstown.
Today, the C-107 is flown by Gareth Gordon, aka Gordo, who graduated pilot's course in 2006, including the Caribou until 2009. He was with us for several seasons and then instructed on the PC-9, which lasted about 1,500 hours. His name has been on since 2014, and became one of the first instructors on time.
And you can see some of our security forces running out to that ramp of the P-27 J card. And we'll see the right master there setting that first to make sure it is all safe for the guys to run out and secure the airfield. The aircraft is going to hold in this area. Before it comes into land, with some more security forces on board.
And at the same time, the C-27 Spartan departs. As you said, C-27 most notably conducted almost continuous deployments in the Southwest Pacific, including PNG and Fiji.
So very shortly we'll see some of our FA-18Fs with more overwatch there from our fast jets coming in from the rear of the T-130J Hercules as it comes into land.
So from a Super Hornet perspective, or a fighter perspective, what will you sort of be doing right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'd be in contact with both the aircraft and the ground forces on the ground. We'd be building a switch out in consultation with the E7 and the mission commander as you talked about before. And we really just try to maintain battle vessel witness and every job is really
Yeah, I personally do, so I'm biased because I fly the Super Hornet and I fly with weapon system boxes, but all up to some of the community want that one for free, just because we have two guns in the cockpit and we quite often separate those cockpits and to multiple aspects of that. But there's sometimes the other syncing up and then it's within the mission as well.
Also to secure the airfield, so everybody should jump out the after a pass overhead from the Glowmaster.
Now this Glowmaster has been in the Defence Force for 22 years. Living in Paris and Grey, he's been in defence for 13 years in prison.
There's more overwatch happening right now from our FA-18F Super Hornets and our
35A Lightning IIs, you'll see.
Proper fusing, and what you'll see here very soon, ladies and gentlemen, is a simulated weapons pass from both the F-35s and the F-18F Super Hornet.
And there is some pyro ahead.
Get your cameras out for a photo on this.
And you'll have a JTAC here, won't you? Can you tell us what they do?
Yeah, so Joint Terminal Attack Controller, absolutely. So they'll be the primary person that is calling in that strike and is passing the information of where the friendly forces are. So really, really critical person in this Overwatch mission where we are using all of our AMG assets. But yeah, definitely always having a JTAC first on the ground. So just watch how quickly this massive machine.
It's already reconfiguring SeaHawk, so you'll see that the flaps which are providing a huge amount of additional lift and redeploying it into the wings. The spoilers on top of the wing to basically go back into the wing, and at the same time the cargo door is open.
Here we go for our first weapon pass simulator from the F-35s.
Operates up in the flight levels. For us, we use that to get to on station. Once we're on station, we can descend to as long as 200 feet, which is very low for a big airline.
A bit of a dirty task there. Perhaps you can explain what dirty task is. Explain what dirty task is.
Yep, so that's just the aircraft configured for a landing. So we put the gear out, the flaps down, slow speed,
So
simulating.
not clean.
Yeah.
When you describe high alpha, what does that actually mean to the layman?
So at the moment, he's actually flying straight to level.
As soon as you touch down, as he is right now, it'll actually pull the throttle back for you as well.
So you don't actually even have to work that out. You can just say whatever the great landing speed is, that's the rate that I am.
Yeah, it's in our HUD, it tells you if you're too fast or too